everybody, it's Doug here, Doug Mystic Guy on Board Game Geek, bringing you our next, I believe this will be number 9 or 10, 9 I think, episode of The Witcher, the adventure board game playthrough, and it's also our learning session, which means we've made a few mistakes along the way. I'm going to point out one of them. It's based on the length of how long this game session is taking. You're not going to go, man, please go back and fix this. But I did want to share it with you. So let's go to the table real quick. Actually, I'm going to start on the card. So basically, you have the travel action here, and when you have the travel action, you take the travel action. You're allowed to move one zone, and you're only allowed to ever take one action of the same action per turn. So out of your two actions, you can take one travel action, or you can travel two locations. It still only counts as one travel action, but you have to take a foul fate if you do that. And it'll allow you to travel two locations. You don't get to stop in the middle and take the benefits. You just keep going. I made a mistake and I took travel action twice a couple of times, mainly with Triss. But so be it. It is what it is. We're going to continue on. And that is basically the correction I want to make. Now let's get busy with our playthrough and take our turn for Geralt, who is about to complete his first mission. So here's his first mission. Now he's only completed one of his side quests. He's not going to complete the other one because he's actually going to complete the mission. Now to do that, he needs to have a proof of magic, which he's got here, and a proof of combat, which he has here. And then he needs to go to Vennerberg, which is where we're heading now. He is basically, well, I'm hoping it'll be this turn, but he's actually a couple of turns away from Vengerberg. So when he gets there, he's going to fight the wolf. He's going to hunt down and fight the Wolf Wrangler. Whether he succeeds or not, he will accomplish the goals of the quest. But if he fails, there's some additional penalties to the game. So let's hope he doesn't, but we're going to get him that much closer to Vennerberg. Actually, I take it back. He is exactly one move away. I'll show you where he is. And we're going to make that move, and we're going to complete his quest. Okay, so here is Geralt, and he's going to take the first of his two actions well, let me see. Maybe he'll do something before he leaves there. It might be worth, I don't know. Now, you know what? He's ready to go. He's got his Witcher sign, his two potions ready. You know what? He could do a develop action, but then he'll have to draw a foul fate. Let's do that. Let's do a develop action. It might give him another option if he gets another Witcher sign or something of that nature. So for his first action, he's going to develop, which means we're going to turn in this foul fate token. We're going to get to draw two of his development cards and pick one. So let's do that. Let's take the two development cards off the top of this deck, see what we get. We get Heliotrope, the Witcher sign. Once per battle, you may spend one Witcher symbol to have each defense die provide one additional defense, or we can get Devri's Extract Potion. At the start of the battle, you may spend one token off this card to produce two magic symbols. I think we're going to take the Heliotrope because, one, it doesn't require that he power it with any brewing of potions, and that will then allow him to actually use it this turn if we need it. That was his first action, but we still have to draw his Foul Fate card. So let's do that, see what the fates bring to him. It is an unexpected, here we go, get it in the camera view for you, an unexpected enemy. Just when you think you have laid old conflicts to rest, new enemies arise to thwart your plans. Next time you would draw a good fortune card, do not draw it and discard this card instead. And we keep this card until it's resolved. Well, so here's the problem with that. We're about to complete his mission, and he gets a good fortune card. So, you know, sometimes the world just works against you, and it worked against us here. He's still going to get his victory points, but he's not going to get the good fortune card along with his completion of his quest. But we're going to get it done anyway, so let's go do that. So his old enemies are going to thwart his victory, but he is going to travel from Ellender up to this crossroads here and down to here. That is one move, where he will then, that was his second action, where he will then get a purple the diplomacy token, and we're going to complete his quest. So let's go look at his quest now and also get some dice out to roll for his fight with the Wolf Wrangler. Okay, so the Wolf Wrangler here is an enemy who has a combat of 5 and a defense of 3. So we need to succeed in both to completely succeed in the mission. But we are at Vangerberg, which we're going to get to 12 points because we have to turn in. First thing we're going to do is turn in our proof of combat and our proof of magic to hunt, track down, and cast the spells we need to attract the Wolf Wrangler. Then we go into battle with it, and we roll our dice. Well, we certainly got our defense. Unfortunately, that didn't help us a whole lot. You know, I should have used the Zugel's potion, and he didn't. He actually did not roll any of his symbols, so he is going to fail at the combat portion of this mission. Let's check that out. Okay, so you can see that he clearly got the defense portion, so he won't suffer a wound for each of the each one he's short. He needed 3. He's got way more than 3 defense dice he rolled, but he rolled only 1 combat dice, and he needed 5. And it says place 3 silver each in a different region, so we're going to have to go do that. So the first thing he's going to do is he's going to place a silver in this region, which is down at the bottom of the board where Triss is. The next one he'll place a silver in, let's see, he doesn't want to place them where he is at. Well, he doesn't mind. He's going to place one there because he's going to be moving out of there next turn. And then he's going to place one up here, and that will be for the north area, for Novigrad, all that sort of thing. But while we're on the victory point track, he did get 12 victory points, so we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He's up to 15, and that is going to complete his mission. So the next thing that we do before we complete his turn is we're going to draw 2 more missions for him out of his mission deck and see which one he takes. So he's got a choice of going rogue. That one's 2 combat. It's worth 8 points. But he could rush through it and end the game. He has to take two proofs of combat to Rivia and convince the commander to back off of fighting a battle. What's it say here? It says, a Maverick Skoitzel, those are elves by the way, commander is terrorizing the woods around Rivia. Attempts at diplomacy have failed and several messengers were found dead. There's only one solution now. So he's got a couple of side quests there. He can go to Sintra, and he can also spend 4 diplomacy investigations to try and negotiate with the commander. Again, in his previous mission, in the previous quest, he would have, before we get rid of that one, let me just show you what he didn't get. Oh, he does get these. So I almost missed this. He didn't get the good fortune card, but he does get rid of this. So let's do this real quick. He had to use his unexpected enemy card, so we're going to discard that. That prevented him from getting the good fortune. But he does get 2 magic evidence of magic tokens, which that's not really going to do anything for him right now, but it might influence which of these missions he takes. So he gets 2 of those. Now we'll take a look at his 2 missions. They both need proof of combat, but this one actually has a side quest of 4 magic tokens for 5 points, and this one is a stranger in danger. It says you encounter a greedy wounded dwarf on the road. Dijkstra can shove it up his arse. Nothing will stop me from getting the package to Brooklyn, he says. You agree with him. So we can take a package to Brooklyn and then fight the enemy there. It requires 2 combat, but a side quest is he can spend 3 gold. He does have 3. He could do that now. And so he could complete both of his side quests pretty easily. I think we're going to take this one for sure. So that will become the stranger in danger will become his new quest. And he will get rid of the going rogue quest, and that will end his turn for this session. So next we're going on to oh wait, does he have to encounter anything else in Wernerberg? Let's see. Yes, before I place the silver token guy down, there is a foul fate token there, so he is going to have to suffer that foul fate. So before his turn ends, he's also going to, as creature of legend, frightened patrons nervously gulp their ale as they tell the vicious monster haunting the roadway. Place 1 gold face up in your region. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a gold monster. These are the toughest ones. We're going to flip that over. It is the Needhog. The Needhog is a 5 combat, 4 defense. Before rolling, you suffer a severe wound. If you succeed against him, you receive 3 victory points. If you fail, you suffer 1 wound for each defense you're short. And this is going to go in the region he's in now, which is this one right here. So it's on top of this silver one. If he chooses to fight, he can fight one or the other. He doesn't have to fight both. he doesn't have to fight the gold one first, but he does not know what the silver one is. So let us continue on with Triss Marigold's turn and move along. Triss has got a lot of tokens. She's got a proof of magic, which she needs for her mission. She also needs a proof of diplomacy, which she is 1 away from. So she needs 5 proof of diplomacy investigations to get a proof of diplomacy. So we got to get her somewhere there. Her mission requires for her to go to Trelligor, which is up north. It'll be on our way. She's completed both of her side quests at this point, so she just needs to get up there and complete her main mission. So here she is. She is in Maribor. She's going to take this road up to Wazima. And now, if you can't see it from here, but let me just push up a little bit. Right here is the town that she needs to go to. So she is a couple of moves away from that, but when she gets there, she has a choice of a blue or a magic or diplomatic investigation. She will take a diplomatic investigation and then turn those in for a proof of diplomacy. Now what that gets her, well, it gets her nothing immediately, but that does allow her to complete her quest when she gets to the main city. So here is her proof of diplomacy, and she also then gets to encounter what is in Wazima, and that is going to be a silver creature. Now let's see if she has something that can prevent that. She has the Crow's Shroud. It says, here, let me show you what her spell is that I believe she'll use this turn, because she's doing fine. But anyway, it says when you encounter obstacles at the end of your turn, you may spend 1 from this card. She has 1 on it to ignore all obstacles in the region. So she's going to do that. She doesn't want to fight this silver creature there, so she spends the 1 token on her card. And then the next thing she's going to do for her second action is she's actually going to prepare. Well, no, she has a severe wound on her prepare spot. So she is going to rest, which will allow her to remove... yeah, actually, we did that out of order. She's going to do this first. She rests and removes that from her character, so she's no longer severely wounded. And then when she encounters the space, she uses her spell to get rid to not encounter the silver creature that's in that space, and that is going to end her turn and end our session. So, sorry, I got a little disjointed there, a couple of things, but we got on track correctly. The last thing we're going to do before we close down is, I'll wait till next turn, but Geralt does have enough coin to complete his side quest, so he'll probably be doing that and getting a few more experience points for the new quests that he has. So anyway, guys, that's going to end this session. A little bumpy. I missed a couple of things, and I do need to change one more thing, which is to... Well, oddly enough, to change this, but oddly enough, I don't need to change it because his support quest is still for money. So I'm going to leave it right there. That shows the other players what the support quest of the player the other players on the board are. So his support quest is gold. So let's continue on, and that's going to end our session for today. Thanks, guys. Don't forget about the contest still running all the way through December. All you have to do is go to the contest post in my discussions, and post there the 3 games you would like me to play. I don't care if I don't have them, just post them. I may not be able to get them. You're welcome to send it to me if you really want me to play it that badly. But if I don't have it, I'll try and pick from the ones I do have. I have several that were suggested already, so we'll see how that goes. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.